Today, brothers and sisters, the meditation leads me to the book of Samuel, and in a special way to the figure of David, the great king, the anointed one from God. We have Absalom, his son, who became king, who's literally seeking to kill his father David. And Joab, what does Joab do? Joab was the kind of second in command, the right-hand man to David. And Joab catches Absalom and kills him. But what does David do? Instead of, rejoicing and saying, yes, finally I can be king again, I've been liberated, he mourns. He mourns the death of his very own son. With David, so many of us can identify. It's a life of struggle in this world. Last week we heard the sin of David with Bathsheba and having Uriah killed. And today we see that he's being marked by his own son. But what takes place in the background, in a deeper way, is that God is always present. God's mercy, his loving mercy, is always present to David. He loves us. He wants to be with us. The struggles in life are real, but so is God. And so is his love for us, that mercy that he wants to give us. And so it would be right for David not to rejoice at the death of his son, but to mourn the death of his son. Because David knew just how much he had been forgiven by God. And we see that very clear today in today's gospel, where Jesus, the healer, is healing all of those, even rising the young girl from the dead. I can only imagine what the father and the mother of this little girl thought, that she probably had been struggling with a disease, or who knows, for a long time. And all the suffering that comes with that, all the pain that comes with that, all the impatience that comes with that. But at the last hour, Jesus rises her from the dead. And so that's what we have to do, brothers and sisters. We have to place our trust in God's providence. Place our trust that he will heal us, that he will show us his mercy, that he will forgive us. And he will continue to do that. It's a cycle. It doesn't happen just once. It continuously happens, in a special way in the sacrament of mercy, in the sacrament of forgiveness, in the sacrament of penance, and as we say, of reconciliation. So brothers and sisters, maybe take this week to, if you haven't been to confession in a long time, take this week, maybe do a good examination of conscience so as to prepare yourself to do a good confession and know that the mercy and love of God will reside in you. Amen. Peace.